Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today we'll going to create some cool project like some mental health support agent, and that agent will able to understand our situation, and it was able to provide some resolution to our queries. Like if we are feeling depressed, or if our mood is not good, then we can chat with that agent like I'm not feeling good, and something like that, and that agent will provide some brief summary how we can lift our mood. So it will help us to lift our mood, as well as it will provide some exercises so that we can lift our mood. So basically, other plus point is that we are going to implement this chat bot, or you can say support agent, with memory function. So when we are having a conversation with our support agent, so it will remember our queries that was inputted to this chatbot previously. So it will help the agent to provide resolution, uh, keeping in mind our previous query as well as our current query. So it's like a conversation chatbot, where the agent will remember the history of our conversation. So I will show you how our final product will look like, then we'll start to create it. So this is our final product, where we can provide some queries to this, and it will provide some answers or resolution based on our input queries. We can also create some positive affirmation, and we can also create some guided meditation with the help of this agent. So we'll start uh, our program, and we'll see as we'll go forward. Okay, so I have stopped the agent, and then we'll start to create our agent from start. So this time we are implementing it with the help of memory. So it's a great project, and we'll learn a lot about it. So firstly, we'll import our libraries like Streamlit will import. Then we'll import Ollama, because we are going to use our local LLM with the help of Ollama. So we're going to import that Ollama. Okay. Then for remembering the history, we have to utilize this Streamlit module named st dot session state. So basically, this module will help to remember our conversation history. So it will store all our inputs and the output from the agent in this particular variable, and so that our LLM will able to understand our previous queries, and then it will generate the, or it will respond according to that. So we'll initialize it with default parameters, like we'll name it as conversation history, and we'll initialize it as a list. Okay. So we have used that particular module from Streamlit. Then we'll uh, create our function to generate the response. So we'll name it as def generate response, and will provide user input as a input. Okay. Now we'll have to use this our session state, so that will record or will store the uh, conversation history. So we'll use conversation history, then we'll append role, will use user, then we'll create another dictionary key value pair, content will be user input. Okay. So basically, what we are going to do, will going to store this user input in our conversation history as well as the output from our LLM model to this conversation history. So uh, it so that it will store our data like user, and this is the response from user. We got this input from AI. We got this response like that way. So we'll utilize that, and then we'll create our response equal to Ollama. We'll call our Ollama the chat module. Then we'll utilize, as usual, I am going to utilize Llama 3.18 billion parameters. You can utilize whatever you want from Ollama. And messages equal to message will provide session state conversation. Okay, so basically this firstly will, if this is not created, we are creating it in the form of empty list. Then we are providing a user input, we are appending the user input to this list. Then we are providing this whole list to our LLM model. So what happen is like that, uh, if we are continuously chatting with our support agent, so the message will be in the form of like user this input, and from AI this is the output, from user this is the input, and from AI this is the output. So these details will be saved in our conversation history, and we are providing as an input to our LLM model. So it will remember that these inputs are being provided from user, and the AI agent have provided this kind of output, so I have to respond accordingly. So we are using in that way only. And then we got the response, and then we'll write AI dot response, or AI response equal to response. Then in response we have message key, and in message key we have content key. Okay, then we'll append like this way we can append it, but with minimal changes, like instead of user we'll say AI or assistant will be good, and here will AI response, and then we are going to return AI response. We can also put it in our for exception handling, we can put it in a try or accept block, but for now we are creating some basic application, and we're going to improve it as we go ahead. So we'll uh, we'll keep it that. Then we'll have to create our web interface with the help of Streamlit. So we'll use st.title. Title will say mental health support agent. Title is there. Then will for message in, will need to retrieve the data from this you can say st.session state. So we'll say for message in st.session state, and then I will copy it for message in st.session state conversation history. So it will so this loop will take line by line, or you can say line by line from this conversation history variable, and from that will extract our or we can display that information in our web interface. So will be like that, role equal to role will say you, if message In message we are using this role user and role assistant. So it will display role equal to you if message role double equal to user. Okay. Otherwise the role will be AI. Then st dot previously we have utilized st dot write, but for this we are using st dot markdown. So it will list uh, these messages in a better way. You can try with st dot write as well as st dot markdown, and you can see that yes, this is a very interactive way to display the details. So we'll say like we are using star star so that our role will be in bold characters. We'll writing role, and then we'll display message. In message we'll display the content. See, user, if role is user, then we are assigning role as you, and if the role is like assistant or else, the role will be AI. So we'll be printing this role here. So either you or AI will be printed, and we are printing the content message which is stored in this variable. So like that way we are displaying our output. So our display is ready. Now we'll have to take a input from user. User input will be like, we'll use text input. How can I help you today? Like this way. We can use different because we have utilized this user input. We can say user message, and then if user message is true, means user has provided something in this text field, then this logic uh, will execute. So for displaying it in a better way, we are using this spinner, which is there in Streamlit. So we'll say like so say spinner will use thinking then data dash, that way. Okay. Now we'll utilize what is the AI response. AI response equal to, we'll call a word with user message. Okay. So user message AI dot response. So AI dot response will be restored and will display it with st dot markdown. We'll use f string and will be like AI AI message will be AI underscore response. Okay. So I think that I think this will work. So we have used Streamlit, Ollama, session state variable. Then we have written our gendered response. Then this title is there, and the session is straight. Will display this. It will generate the response and it will show the AI response. Then it will show this one. Okay, I think it should work. Let us try it. So we'll run streamlit to run mental support. I will see. Okay, we'll say my mood is not, or we'll say simple query like my name is Pratik. Okay, So uh, it had displayed some response. Now, in order to test if the memory function is working, like conversation history is working properly or not, I will ask what is my name. So if the history is saving, it should remember my name. So you can say my name is Pratik, I have provided, and this is the AI response. Now I have asked what is my name, so it said your name is Pratik because it is aware of, uh, because it is history aware agent, so it know the history. Now we'll uh, we'll create some more functions for our this chatbot. So we'll stop it as of now and we'll create it in more interactive way. So what we can do, we can also put some page config, st dot set page config pagt mental health chatbot. Okay, then we'll create some more function like affirmation and for meditation. So we'll create two more functions. Def generate affirmation, and will not take any kind of input to that. We'll just say like prompt prompt equal to provide a positive provide a positive affirmation to someone feeling who is feeling stressed or overwhelmed. Stressed or overwhelmed. Provide a positive affirmation to encourage someone who is feeling stressed or overwhelmed. Then we'll generate a response equal to Ollama dot chat. Will use model equal to llama 3.18 billion parameters, and mass say equal to role will be role is user, while content is our prompt. Okay. Then we'll display the, or we can display, or we can return our response. Response we have a key like message, and in message we have another key like content. Message and content. Okay. Then this is created. Then we'll create some medication guide, meditation, where prompt will be like provide a 5-minute guide or guided meditation to help someone relax and reduce stress. So we have created our prompt and will generate a response. Response is equal to Ollama dot chat. Then we'll use what is equal to llama 3.1 being parameters and message is equal to same way like what we have utilized in our generate affirmation. We'll use role user while content equal to prompt. Then we'll return response message content. Okay, so we have created two functions. Now we'll have to call this function and we have to display uh, output. So we'll uh, create it in the form of some buttons which is in the form of two columns. So they are side by side. So we'll like column 1 comma column 2 equal to st dot columns 2. Now with column 1. So this is you can say this is the way to define columns in Streamlit. So we are assigning column 1 and column 2 like to we are generating two columns from Streamlit and we are assigning the column 1 to first and column 2 to second. Now we are utilizing column first, and what we are doing with column first will create some button st dot button and will say give me a positive affirmation. Okay, give me a positive affirmation, and once we press this button will aff- it- affirmation equal to will call our generate affirmation function. Then we'll display st dot markdown f string double quotes in bold. We'll say affirmation and we'll put affirmation. Same way we'll call this column 2. Column 2 give me a guided meditation. We'll say meditation. We'll say guide. Generate meditation guide. Student markdown. Guided meditation equal the key and will provide meditation guide. Okay, we'll see if it's working fine or not. Okay, we have to run it again. Mhm. Okay, okay, shift tab. Mhm. Tab. I think it's okay. Okay, now we got these two buttons. Now we'll display some background image because Streamlit I guess didn't support a direct image. So we'll have to convert our but Streamlit will support the markdown. So we'll have to create some base 64 code for our image, and then we'll have to display with the help of markdown. So we'll utilize base 64 library in Python. So we'll import our base 64, then we'll create one function def get base 64, and we are providing some path to our file. Okay, we can provide slash. I have already downloaded this background.png, so you can use it or you can use any other file of your choice. Okay, or we can provide it later. We'll say some background. Okay, then we'll define our function with open with open background in read mode s5 data equal to f dot read. Then we'll return base 64 dot base 64 in code data. Then okay, then we'll decode. Okay, so basically we are opening this background image in read binary mode, and we are storing it in a variable. Then we are utilizing base 64 to encode decode this image. Now will binary string equal to will call our get base 64 and will provide background dot png file. Okay, now we'll have to display it. So we'll use st dot markdown. So basically if you are having or you don't know about css styling, so it's not a problem, you can copy the code. So basically it will remain same for each and every image. I'm just I will share my github repo and you can copy the code from there. So basically we'll have to format in some HTML format, like we'll have to utilize tag like style tag is there. 1 minute. Okay, style tag is there. Then dot main. Okay, then we'll have to see like pskgr 1000 of image png. Base 64 and will provide binary string. Then we'll close down. Okay, like this way. Then background style will be cover center. Okay, I think we have created the style. Then we'll have to close our style tag. The style tag will have to close it. Then okay, we'll have to close this one, and we'll say unsafe allow HTML equal to true. Okay. So basically, we are this unsafe allow HTML equal to true, so that we can utilize our own HTML, or you can say CSS styling in this Streamlit. So for that purpose, we have to utilize this in this format. So I think it should work now. We'll save it and then we'll see. Okay, it's working fine. Now we'll see my mode is not good. So basically, what this one this set page config, so it is regarding our web page, and we have providing this title, so it will set the title here. For that purpose, we have utilized it. Okay. So now you can see that the support agent has responded, and you can see that how beautifully the response was provided. Like, I am sorry to hear that your mood isn't good. Would you like to talk about what's going on and why you are feeling this way? And here the agent has provided some steps to cheer up our mood or lift up our mood. So like this way, the agent is working fine, and we can able to get our the answers with respect to our queries regarding to our mental health. And yes, and we can also try this positive affirmation is also there, and guided meditation is also there. So in this way, uh, this agent will support you to lift up your mood if you are feeling stressed or depressed like that way. So yeah, this is it from my side, and if you like this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you.